for aha Ghanatube so in summer koso oh my god aha and I was the trending one, the latest one, the hot one, and in your eka let was your format to say any answer no what will be no pa say it was a best say in some not your pa na me so at amount.
It's reliable. Then we can escalate. But as we speak, you are not before a committee holding contempt proceedings. No. We are doing preliminary verification, validation of what has come to us. So I leave the floor to you, guided by what I have just put out. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, before you come in,
1 second.
Learned Counsel, when you raise the issue relating to Act 720, I brought it to the fore that particular law, the Whistleblowers Act, laid down a procedure for a whistleblower to follow. And it is definitely not social media, because action taken at social media has its own implication, and somebody who really wants to act as a whistleblower has a procedure to follow in blowing the whistle for a necessary action to be taken. So I thought the issue relating to being a whistleblower has settled by that statement made by the chair. So I do not want a situation where issues relating to a right under the Whistleblowers Act will then again be a subject matter of discussion. So if he is here to render unqualified apology, then we'll give him the opportunity so to do, so that we can bring this issue to an end.
Well, Mr. Chairman, first of all, let me apologize for my lack of clarity to this committee. Maybe that's what's led to all this. But I did say, right from the word go, that two statements were made. The second one, we rejected completely. The first one, we said, yes, we made that post but give a certain reason and indicate that if that statement appears or seems to have,
Counsel, with the greatest respect, as we sit here, very respected senior citizens of this country are engaging us. We were initially divided on this matter. Please help your client. It's not a matter of Leonard. We respect you. You know, it's because I'm sure he knows why he chose you. You are a respected counsel. This issue of if. Are you rendering an unqualified apology? If not, let's close this matter. Are you apologizing and are you going to pull it down? Let's close this matter, because the speaker is of the view that we should manage this thing, and that is why we are managing. But you cannot continue. We give you the chance, 50 years at the bar, this at the bar. No, Mr. Nana, 2000.
I would have protest.
No, you can't protest if you want us to have one. No, because I've opened the window for us to solve this matter. This is not an NDC MPP matter. No. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman,
please, Chairman, with the greatest respect, no. We want to solve it, but this is not a matter of 10 years at the bar, 50 years at the bar. We are solving a problem. We have no, please, honorable, respected former chief of staff, respected politician and counsel. We are here to cooperate with you to solve a matter. We've also listened to good counsel. If you realize, both sides have come to a conclusion to solve this matter so that we don't escalate. I repeat, are you rendering an unqualified apology with the understanding from you that you are going to pull down the post? Yes, no. Let's proceed.
Yes,
Chairman, before we proceed, on record that the statement that he admitted to be the author is the one that we are asking him to render the unqualified apology. The fact that he said, I am not the author of this particular statement, it is incumbent upon the committee to deal with it regarding whoever is behind the statement. So we are limiting him to the statement that he admitted to be the author. Unless he's ready to provide evidence of what he is saying, let's proceed. You render the apology, and then you just pull the statement down, and then we walk away.
Chairman, and also issue a disclaimer on that one. It's very important because the lawyer can only speak on matters of law.
You see,
and Mr. Vomawo has all the facts known to him, and in whichever capacity is seated there as a witness or whatever,
Patrick
all the facts.
Patrick Buama, this must come as an advice to him. After he has rendered the apology, then we advise him that once you said you are not the author of this particular statement, we expect you to really issue a disclaimer. And your disclaimer will even help the committee to take the person on.
No, but we are glad to do it quite.
So, Honorable Counsel, the floor is now being given to your client.
No, unless I'm, Mr. Chairman, I will do response, unless I'm ruled out to speak. But I'm here representing my client, and it's my duty and obligation to ensure that he doesn't run into any challenges which is not entitled to be pushed into. If we want to, what we want to do is to ensure that we don't end up making statements which will appear to incriminate us and violate our right to self-incrimination. I will, in a moment, allow my client to make a response, but our point is that, yes, we made that statement, but we are saying that it was not intended.
Honorable Chief of Staff, are you doubting the integrity of this committee?
No, I don't know where.
So that is why we are giving you our words.
You're very well.
That, why?
Please. Listen, Mr. Robert. Yeah. Be cool.
You have the floor.
Honorable Chairman and members of the Appointments Committee, I am grateful for the opportunity to appear before you to address concerns regarding recent posts on social media and subsequent misreporting or other ones that have been generated which has caused apprehension within the distinguished House. I want to begin by reiterating my utmost respect for the committee and its constitutional role and the job or task it has to vet persons to high office in this country. Yesterday, I watched the proceedings and was eagerly looking forward to the vetting of Dr. Mani Buama, a man of enormous integrity and respect. I want to extend my apologies to him that his vetting process became the subject of, in some respects, overshadowed by conversations about an alleged post. I'm grateful that the committee in its wisdom has invited me and in fact also allowed the vetting to continue, which allowed Dr. Mani Buama to show his grit and integrity. Mr. Chairman, yesterday the second Deputy Minority Whip and Member of Parliament for ɁBawe, the Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, read a statement which is being referred to as the second statement, which was repeatedly attributed to me. As has been said categorically, those statements were not mine. At no point did I accuse the chair of this committee or members of the NDC for having asked for or to be given money or to submit themselves to oral. It is in fact on record that I've praised the chair of this committee for his leadership of the committee during the ministerial vettings. And these were my comments, sir. May God grant us all the serenity and maturity of Honorable Ahiafo Bernard, for in the face of grave immaturity and tantrums, he retains the dignity, his dignity. To those of you who say he's weak for refusing to engage, I think that he has shown that strength is not loud, it is patient and deliberate. Mr. Chairman, I categorically disassociate myself from the comments attributed to me, and even from subsequent remarks that had been made by others that I was accusing certain members of this committee for corruption. The misinformation, as I said, was appeared on a Facebook post under one NPP Projects Bureau. In fact, there's evidence that 4 days ago when the post appeared, I commented on it as being fake. The same post found its way into platforms of various lawyers, and repeatedly I disassociated myself from those comments and said that they were fake. We're happy to provide the committee with evidence of same. Unfortunately, I must also address the claim that it is a notorious fact that he's a member of the NDC. In fact, I must say that the victory of the NDC, now everybody says they are NDC members. But this is completely untrue. I have not been a member of the NDC in the past, and it is my hope that my ideology, which has always been stated, I've always voted consistently for the CPP, and I will continue to do so. Mr. Chair, I want to, in fact, provide context and clarity to the post that have caused consternation before the committee. In fact, when I was making the post, I was referring in many respects, yes, to information that I had, and also in particular to these types of allegations that come up often and that plague this committee and its honorable duty before it. The intent of the post was to invite persons who were reaching out to me in my inbox because of the work I do, that there ought to be a process by which they submit themselves to. Now, in my choice of word, in fact, if you look at the statement that was made, that have been shared with me, you'd see that the post has been edited several times because I'm trying to convey the right tone. Unfortunately, perhaps lacking the gift of the gab, I made the post in a manner that suggests that I was accusing specific members of this committee to this. And Mr. Chair, if you allow me to further draw the committee's attention to the real import of that post and what I was trying to achieve with it.
Please, there is no need reading the statement. We all have copies. So just proceed. Just proceed with your apology.
Mr. Chair, the truth is, despite this, I was in fact working on an article concerning this very issue. And that the context of the post were reflections that I were having in connection with so many issues that I found as part of my research. And if the committee would allow me, I'm able to provide that again, context and clarity. I say unequivocally, Mr. Chair, on Monday evening, I watched the current majority leader on City TV's point of view. He spoke about concerns he and others has raised in the past regarding improper approaches that have been made to the committee. I am aware that an ad hoc committee was set up by the House which found that because it did not provide documentary evidence of improper approaches, he should apologize. Today, he stands elevated among his peers. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Manasseh Azure published a book, The President Ghana Never Got. This was words in the book.
Please, are you going to render apology? We are not interested in what Manasseh has said in the past. Please.
Mr. Chairman, I crave your indulgence for context and clarity. I crave your indulgence for context and clarity as to why my post. In the book, Mr. Manasseh said, Muntaka never mentioned that the only cash that came to the appointment
Mr.
committee.
Oliver Baka Vomawa, are you going to do justification or you want to render an apology and we close this meeting?
Mr. Chair, I have no intention to lecture the committee. If the committee resolves that the context of the post is irrelevant to the commission, the question here, I'm happy to proceed as the committee has directed. Now,
proceed as the committee has directed.
Mr. Chair, I am saying here clearly that my post was not intended to disparage members of the committee, and I have not intended to say that members of this committee have received or demanded bribes from various individuals. At no point was my statement intended to communicate same, and for those reasons, I apologize. Mr. Chair, the reason why I have left the post on and not deleted it, in fact I did contemplate it, was because I saw that the words had been twisted and that it became imperative on me that I maintain the post in its original form. That if I was questioned on it, reference can be made to be able to verify it. This is the reason why it wasn't deleted.
So now that it's been resolved,
Would you want to pull it?
will you want to pull it down?
Mr. Chair, I am happy to. As the conversation has generated, as indicated, and the clarity has been brought to it, I'm happy to.
Sure. You are hereby advised to also do a disclaimer. A disclaimer of what you claim you are not responsible. Then we can pick it up from there.
Most grateful. I reiterate again categorically, and for all intents and purposes, as I have done 4 days ago and continue to do, that I have at no point uttered those words. All I know about the statement is that appeared on an MPP Projects Bureau Facebook account. That's it. I don't know the source of it.
Thank you very much. You may now proceed to let us have copies of your disclaimer at the various platforms.
Most grateful, my chair. I'm happy to provide same.
Thank you very much.
Enti ensem no ena yetie ebusuafo obetimi eja comment no de amame ewo comment section papa na meje bre akinkan de abusuafo san na mesori mo so no make I will say aha Ghanatube trending hot issues, latest issues, sad news, happy news ni kaka wina ebusuafo aha ena onsa ebenka ni wina enti make sure yourself or best subscribe amame na afin so odo wonsa emia notification bell so so ede amame send e be a se ensem no medi tuma na wenya no entem pass ma o we fin so se obe like in videos no ede amame na me ametina se ede ensem no ebe medi ene sunu sisi ade makram